This is my 3.3 approve users and groups project. So to start out, I'm asked to log in admin user and create the following regular groups using group add and assigning a password to the human resources and management group, which I just did. As you can see here, I assigned the password to the group for the management group and the human resources group. So we'll stop here and I'll continue with the second part of the project. Okay, now following the second part of the project is to create several users, which were 14 users, and from Ted, Sally, Bruce, Phil, Tracy, Tammy, Holly, Cindy, Betty, Colleen, Janine, Scott, Tim, Doug, Brandon, and Jared, and assigned password for Ted and assigned a password for Doug, which I just did. And I'm gonna pause the video and continue with the next part. Okay, so following with the project, it is asked to assign Ted, Sally to the HR group, which I just did up here. Ted and Sally were assigned. I'm gonna test that out and just make sure by clicking. Okay, Ted, I just did. Check he's in HR. I'm going to check where Sally is assigned. And as you can see, Sally is assigned to human resources. I'm gonna check now Phil. Phil is assigned to both groups, the engineering and IT. So let's check out where he's at. Phil. So yeah, Phil is assigned to IT and engineering. So there it is. I've assigned every user to its corresponding group, and I am now going to answer some questions. Um, what's the difference between a regular user and the system user? Well, a regular user does not have privileges, and it may not even be assigned to a group. A system user, in fact, could have edit, copy, and view privileges, which means that they can go ahead and enter to a file and modify it. And it could have some other benefits. How can groups ease the burden of the administrator? Well, it's better just to have it all centralized, right? So if for say the IT group needs all the IT department needs a certain privilege, he just the administrator just needs to um, log in and assign a certain um, perk on this group, so all the users in that group get assigned one thing. So with one modification, the whole group is also infected, if you may. And the last, okay, what command can be used to remove a user from a group? I believe it's userdel. So userdel deletes a user. Not sure. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to research that real quick. So we have several options to help us delete a user from a group. which I could go into three main options. The user mod dash D command, which is one of the simplest and most straightforward. There are other more complex ways to do it, as using the VIGR. I could basically sudo VIGR and open the group, and if I would need to remove TED per se, um, I would. It's a little bit more complex, so yeah, I'd rather not get into that one. But there's two like useful. There's the useful for scripts, which is user mod, and the G password, which is the simplest and most recommended for the average user. So this is my project. Thank you very much.